Hello, everybody. This is part of my three. Hello, my name is Cousin. Nice to meet you. This is part of my 365-day daily challenge speaking English for 30 minutes straight using TOEFL stack questions. No script, just spontaneous answers, just like the real exam. Let's get started. Hello. So today I lost lots of money. Lots of money. I lost. I don't know. I lost money. Uh, how can I say? I'm looking up for. I lost money on. I lost really big money on foreign exchange. I don't know why, but I'm not that very sad. I lost lots of money on foreign exchange. This is curious, but I'm not that sad. Maybe I lost too much money. Anyway, yeah, I have a plan to, recover. This is just an imaginable thing, but I have a plan. So I wish it will succeed. Anyway, yeah. And I truly realized I was gambling on foreign exchange. So from now on, from today, I calculate how much I trade, how much, and also analyze charts to decide when I enter. So yeah, I've I knew that, but I was kind of stupid. Like some people don't realize until they, get damaged. Like a very smart person, very smart people, they can do the best thing first, but other people cannot uh, do the best thing first. They need to get damaged, or they need to make a mistake. Then they realize what they shouldn't do. Yeah, and another group of people. There is another group of people, more stupid people. Like I am one of them. You know, like I make the same mistake so many times. And when I get the really big damage, then I finally realize what I shouldn't do. You know what I'm saying? So today is the day I realized what I shouldn't do, because I made a really big mistake, and I cannot count how many times I did. But this is really, this is really, yeah. Anyway, I realized. I realized and I learned what I shouldn't do from now on. And I will never do that. I will never do that. Anyway, today's day 239. Day 239, almost 240. Let's review the phrases I used yesterday. Let's review the phrases I used yesterday. Let me explain the details. The details, yeah. So I was talking about the second challenge from the last. After I quit the comedian path. So I was explaining the time when I lived in Osaka. Anyway, yeah, that's why I said let me explain. I said I explained the details about Osaka, about my Osaka era, or something like that. But maybe I should have said let me explain something, explain the details. I don't know why, but people in Osaka tend to be more talkative and better at communicating. Yeah, people in Osaka tend to be more talkative and better. They tend to be more talkative and better at communicating. I wanted to be away from my family. So I went to a comedian school in Osaka, but that comedian school's chain, it's kind of chain. So the comedian school has their branches all around Japan. Almost each prefecture, yeah, not each prefecture, just big prefectures, they have their branches. Of course, Tokyo and Osaka. And so my hometown is Tokyo, so I had choice to go to Tokyo's branch, but I didn't go there because I wanted to be away from my family, from my friends, to覚悟するため to get ready to not to go back, or to not to giving up, to not to give up. Yeah. Anyway, I gave up, but yeah, I wanted to be away from my family because my hometown was such a comfortable place for me. That's why I went to Osaka. So I wanted to leave my hometown and grow. I wanted to be away from my family in my hometown. That's why I left my hometown, and I wanted to leave my hometown and grow as a person. Yeah. I wanted to grow as a person. I don't do it intentionally. I don't know what I was talking about, but I don't do it intentionally. Yeah. So, but eventually I gave up on my comedian path because I realized I don't have a good sense of humor. And sometimes I do funny things, but I don't do it intentionally. So I need a person who notices it and points out what's weird or wrong about what I've said or done. That's what we call tsukomi in Japanese comedy, pointing out what's strange or wrong. So that's what we call tsukomi in Japanese comedy, pointing out what's weird, what's strange or wrong. I need someone who So I needed someone who notices wrong points of what I do and points out what is weird or wrong about what I've said or done. I need someone who can notice weird points of what I've said or done and points out what's weird about what I've done or said. That's what we call tsukomi in Japanese comedy, pointing out what's strange or wrong. This is just my excuse for giving up on my dream so easily. I really, anyway. Yeah, so I'm just a coward. I was too coward to keep doing this, pursuing my comedy path. But right now I'm walking on the very harsh way because everyone, watch me as a stranger because I haven't done nothing. I haven't done anything. So this is really sad. But anyway, I have to survive even in this situation. Anyway. lost money. I picked my nose. I can't stop picking my nose sometimes. I lost a lot of money trading. Inland. I lost a lot of money in foreign exchange trading. Strange, but I'm not that sad. It's strange. It's strange, but I'm not that sad. Maybe I lost so much money that I went numb. Maybe I lost so much money that I went numb. I went numb. I have a plan to recover. It may just be wishful, but I do have a plan. Wishful thinking. It may just be wishful. Yeah, I have a plan to recover, but it may be wishful thinking, but I do have a plan. I hope it works out. I hope it succeeds. 原型か. I hope it succeeds. I hope it succeeds. And I truly realized that I hadn't been gambling. I had been gambling in the foreign exchange market. I truly realized that I had been trading forex like gambling. I truly realized that I have been treating forex like gambling. Treating forex like gambling. So from now on, I'm going to calculate exactly how much I'm risking on each trade. I'm going to calculate exactly how much I can risk on each trade. Like 2% of my, my money. You go only like 2% or 3%. And I'm also going to analyze charts carefully before deciding when to enter a trade. I'm also gonna analyze charts carefully before deciding when to enter a trade. I'm also going to analyze charts carefully before deciding when to enter a trade. I knew that already, but I was being stupid. Some people don't realize things. Some people don't realize things until they get hurt. Some people don't realize things. Some people don't realize things until they get hurt. So very smart people can make the best decision. Very smart people can make the best decision from the beginning, but other people can't. Like, very smart people can make the best decision from the beginning. The best decision mean they can learn before they do it. Actually, like very smart people, when they do something first time, they try to learn how to do it from books or from other people. But not that smart guys, they just do it without knowledge and make lots of mistakes, then realize what they should do. And the more more stupid people, they make the same mistakes. They make the same mistakes again and again. So that's me. Yeah, that's me. Anyway, yeah, make the best decision. Very smart people. Very smart people can make the best decision from the beginning, but other people can't. They need to get hurt to make a mistake first. They need to get hurt or make a mistake first. Then they realize what they shouldn't do. So then there's another group of people like me, who keep making the same mistakes over and over again. And then there's another group of people like me. There is another group of people. Okay. There's another group of people like me, who keep making the same mistakes over and over again. People like me. There is another group of people like me, who keep making the same mistakes over and over again. I make the same mistakes over and over again, and only after I take serious damage do I make the same mistakes over and over again, and only after I take serious damage only after I take serious damage do I finally realize what I shouldn't do. Do I なのかな? Only after do I は、only after do I なんだ。Only after I take serious damage do I finally realize what I shouldn't do. Do you know what I mean? So today is the day I finally realize what I shouldn't do. Today's the day I finally realize what I shouldn't do. Because I made a really big mistake. I can't even count how many times I've made the same mistake. I can't count how many times I've done it, but this time it was really serious. I realized it. I finally realized it. I realized what I shouldn't do, and I learned in my lesson. And I'll never do that again. never do that again. I'll never do that. Today's day 239. It's day 40. Let's review the phrases I read. I was talking about the second to last. The second to last. I was talking about the second to last challenge. The second to last person. I was the second to last. I was the second to last. Second to last challenge. I was talking about the time when I lived in Osaka. I think I said something like, let me explain more about my time in Osaka. Maybe I should have said, let me explain in more detail. I don't know why, but people in Osaka tend to be more talkative and better at communicating. I wanted to get away. I wanted to be away. I wanted to be away. I wanted to be apart from. I wanted to get away from my family, so I went to a comedian school in Osaka. The comedy school had branches. Actually has branches in different parts of Japan. The comedy school had branches in different parts of Japan. So I could have gone to the Tokyo branch. I could have gone to the Tokyo branch, but I chose. I could have gone to. I could have killed you. I could have, run away. I could have. I could have. I could have chose not to go. I could have chose not to go there. I could have. I could have done that, but I didn't. I could have done that. I could have done that. I could have done that, but I didn't. I could have gone to the Tokyo branch, but I chose Osaka because I wanted to be away from my family and friends. I wanted to put myself in a situation. I wanted to put myself in a situation where I couldn't easily go back or give up. I wanted to put myself in a situation where I couldn't easily go back or give up. Anyway, I gave up, but at the time I wanted to be away from my family. Hometown was such a comfortable place for me. That's why I went to Osaka. I wanted to leave my hometown and grow as a person. I don't do it on purpose. I don't do it on purpose. I don't do it on purpose. I don't do it intentionally. I don't do it intentionally. I gave up from becoming a comedian because I realized I didn't have a good sense of humor. Sometimes I do funny things, but I don't do them on purpose. I don't do them intentionally. I need someone who notices those things and points out what's weird or wrong about what I've said or done. In Japanese comedy, that's what we call tsukkomi, the role of pointing out what's strange or wrong. Maybe this is just an excuse for giving up on my dreams so easily. This is just my excuse for giving up. Excuse for giving up on my dream so easily. So maybe I'm just coward. I'm just a coward. I was too cowardly to keep pursuing my comedy career. I was too much. I was too cowardly. I was too much of a coward. I was too much of a careful person. I was too much of a kid. I was too much of a baby to keep pursuing to live in society. Too much of a coward. But now I'm on a very harsh path instead of that, because I gave up on lots of things very easily. That's backfired to me. Now I'm on a very harsh path because people look at me like I'm nobody since I haven't done anything yet. I'm on a very harsh path because people look at me like I'm nobody since I haven't done anything yet. I haven't done anything yet. And that makes me really sad. It's really painful. Anyway, I have to keep going even in this situation. Make up one's mind. Make up my mind. Make up my mind. Make up my mind. Brace myself. Prepare myself mentally. Be determined. To be determined. The second to last. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.